everybody, it's SpiceyKy. Today I want to talk to you about a story about Shane Lee Brown. When I read about this earlier today, it blew my mind. I mean, it drives me crazy how much power we put in the hands of the popos and how they're never held accountable for the things they do wrong. This guy's going to get paid, but that's not going to stop it from happening. Now, before we get started, won't you go ahead and hit that like button for me? And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Now, let's get to the story.
And is suing two Nevada police departments after he was wrongfully arrested for a warrant describing a white man with the same name. Yeah, Shane Lee Brown spent 6 days in jail after the enforcement officers from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department and the Henderson Police Department mixed him up with another man. The black Shane Lee Brown is 23 years old, 5 feet 7 inches tall, and he's black. The white man with the same name is described on the arrest warrant as being 49 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall, with a bushy white beard and blue eyes.
Now, do these two look anything alike to you? Even on paper?
The rest of the officers failed to verify the person listed on the warrant properly. If they followed protocol, they would have noticed that Shane Brown wasn't the same one. They also would have known that the Shane Brown they were looking for had a conviction in 1994, 2 years before the black Shane Brown was born.
Now, ain't that about a blip?
Take me back to the day of your arrest. When you were getting pulled over, what was going through your mind?
I figured it was just an ordinary traffic stop, a fix-it ticket, just talk to the officers and that'll be it.
And what happened that day?
They come back and told me I'm a felon. And there's no way I'm a felon. I know everything I've done in my life.
So what did you say to them when they told you that they were arresting you on a felony warrant?
I had asked them, is there a way they can double check? Because there's no way that I'm a felon. They said, sure, we'll call a squad car out because they have a better computer than we have because they were motorcycle cops.
Talk to me about the traffic issues that you did have and what you told the officers about what was going on with your license, your registration, and that warrant out of Henderson Municipal Court.
I told the officers I did have a court date to get everything settled. It was actually the very next day. I took time off work to go get everything settled. I had proof of it as well. And I was told if everything checks out, which we can check court dates, we will just go ahead and let you go and do about your day.
What was the deal with your registration?
It was, I believe at the time it was expired. I believe my license was good as well. I just didn't have my physical license, only had the paper license that you get issued because I lost my wallet.
So them saying you were driving on a suspended license, not true?
I don't believe so, no. Because I don't remember if it was, but I don't believe so.
So the squad car comes out, they run a check, and their story stands. They still think you're a felon, and they still arrest you on an outstanding felony warrant.
That is correct.
So at that point in time, what are you thinking?
I was in disbelief. It felt like euphoric, like there's no way that they're taking me to jail for a felony charge when I'm not a felon.
And days went by. What are you saying as the time goes by? What are you telling them?
Begging and pleading with everyone to just listen to me, that I'm not this guy that you think I am.
And then tell me about when you got transferred and how that went down and what discussions were taking place.
Once I got transferred, every officer that walked by, hey, can you double check into what's going on? I'm not who you guys think I am. There's a mix-up somewhere, something's going on, and just fell on deaf ears.
When you got to court, what happened?
I did not go to court.
This went before a judge, and so how did you find out that you were getting released?
I had made a phone call from jail to my mom.
And she had a judge review based on, well, you had to have, an arraignment, an initial thing. So what did you do when you got out of jail, and what did you learn?
I went to Google to try to find out as much information I can, and I found out he was quite older than I am, not even the same race. It's just polar opposite of me, if you want to be honest.
How do you feel you were treated by police?
Not fair. I feel like it's their duty to know who the person is that they're detaining, pretty much, and it wasn't me.
What message do you think it sends?
That they could do whatever they want, pretty much, and say that they're acting under the law.
When you saw that guy, tell me what your reaction was.
Frustration, anger, disappointment. It was just overflow of emotions.
Now, this could have easily been avoided. It does not take a rocket scientist to figure out where they went wrong. All they had to do was read. When the police pull up your name in their police cars, it describes you plain as day. It described that white man plain as day. They were looking dead at this black man. If your brain tinkers with it just a little bit, all you have to do is read his driver's license. When they were reading the driver's license, well, according to him, he had lost it, so he only had the paper copy, but that's irrelevant. His description was still on the paper copy, and it didn't match what they were reading on the screen in the cop car. Bottom line is, Henderson arrested him, and Las Vegas Metro allowed him to be transferred there so he could go to court. So that's two agencies that looked at this description, looked at this man, saw they weren't the same people, and could care less. For the Bomquisha, Ronika Dawsons of the world, you might be lucky. But if your name is John Smith, I'm going to say you're screwed. Spicey out.